Welcome to the Mom Trade Podcast. I am your host, Chantal. Welcome back, you guys, and welcome to our very first episode. I'm so excited for us. But I'm excited about today's conversation because today we're talking about something that many mothers experience, but I feel like due to society's statistics and social media's opinions, not many conversations are surrounded around this topic, and that is the journey of becoming again. Listen, y'all. Motherhood really changes life in ways that can just be difficult to explain until you've experienced it yourself. And I always have this saying, which y'all probably heard it, but it's, you don't know what I've been through or how I feel until you've walked up in my shoes. And that is an entire mouthful. But on the real, y'all, like, motherhood really, it changes your priorities. It feels like your responsibilities grow overnight. Your time no longer belongs to you because they belong to your babies, because your babies, they're depending on you for everything. They're depending on you for their care, their safety, their stability, their emotional support, their future. And while motherhood is powerful and very meaningful and has some amazing memories in it, many mothers quietly experience something at the same time, and that is the shift in identity. Caring for everyone else is a wonderful thing, but if we're being honest, as mothers, it can be draining sometimes. It can create a sense of anxiety, and it can make you feel very overstimulated because you start to feel like you're losing parts of yourself. You're placing certain parts of yourself on hold. And it's not that, you wanted to lose yourself. It's just that survival became the priority in your life. Survival helped you with providing and protecting and showing up every single day, even when you didn't want to. And I just feel like today, many mothers carry this quietly. They're showing up for their babies, their homes, responsibilities, and still trying to figure everything out themselves. And that is the kind of strength that I feel in today's world goes unnoticed. And when those responsibilities, I feel, continue day after day, I feel something else changes too. I feel that many women find themselves just living in survival mode. Let me tell you from experience, survival mode is frustrating because I feel it hardens you, and not on purpose. It's just, it's something that many mothers understand very well. I mean, think about it. You're waking up, you're taking care of your babies, you're handling responsibilities, you're going to work, you're managing the home, you're making sure everyone else is okay, and you're repeating this day after day after day after day. So then survival mode becomes so normal for you. It just becomes your everyday routine. And somewhere inside, many mothers begin to realize something important, that they're doing everything they can to take care of everyone else, but they're not showing up for themselves. They're not, scheduling a pamper me session or even taking 10 minutes to go outside and breathe. Y'all, I be going outside to yell because sometimes I need to. That's my therapy. Or not even going to therapy, or not having a girls' night. It's like many mothers reach a point where they start asking those deep questions like, is survival the only way life has to feel? Is this my life? I mean, surviving, it is a powerful thing, right? And there is strength in moving forward, even when life gets crazy. But I just feel like every mother deserves more than just surviving. She deserves that peace and that stability and that growth. And this is where something powerful begins, y'all. It's the becoming. It's a new phase, that she's entering. And let me tell you something about the becoming. Because I know the world makes mothers feel like this. Motherhood is not the end of your story. Please don't let society and social media make you feel that it's not. It's actually the beginning of a completely new, amazing chapter. And in this chapter, I feel that it reveals strength, right? I mean, when you became a mother, it was your new strength, right? But I do feel like when you're in that phase of becoming, it does reveal a new strength that many women didn't even know they had. It reveals the patience, the resilience, the leadership. You know what I'm saying? That's when you become the boss mom, when you notice that, the ability to just carry everything while moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like the deeper questions too, like you start asking more deeper questions like, who am I becoming through all of this? These are the questions that start to matter to you. Like, what kind of life am I building for myself and my children? Like, is this my life? What does my life look like? What does growth look like for me now? And I'm going to say this, becoming, it's not always easy. It does require honesty. Let me tell you something. It requires you to get butt naked in the mirror and look at yourself in the raw light. Look at your flaws. Look at the good. Look at the bad. Look at the ugly. It requires healing, and healing is so hard, but you can do it. To be real with you, it's just letting go of things that no longer align with your life. And becoming is where transformation happens, right? This is where the conversation begins to shift towards something powerful. It's just the idea of the high value mother. I want to say this because I feel like high value is just a term that's been used a lot. And I think people get that term confused. I think people compare high value to money, and that doesn't make you high value, because a person can have money and still be a bad person, or still just not be high value, right? High value is not a high value mother, it's not defined by your perfection. So it doesn't matter how you look. Now, I will say this, you should want to pour into yourself. You should want to look nice. You should want to get your hair done and your nails done for you. But high value is defined by your growth. A high value mother is a woman who continues to evolve. She makes the decision that, hey, I'm going to evolve. No matter what's going on, I am going to continue to evolve. I am going to continue to learn from my experiences. You know what I'm saying? She makes that decision that, okay, I'm going to heal from the trauma, from the things that tried to break me. She refuses to stay stuck in cycles that no longer serve her or her children. And she understands that her value does not decrease because she became a mother. And I know that social media has a lot of conversations going on that a woman's value decreases because no, it doesn't. Don't believe that. If anything, motherhood just reveals how strong you are. And being a high value mother, it doesn't mean that you always have to have everything figured out. It just means that you have to choose growth over staying stuck. You know what I'm saying? It means choosing a better future, not just for your children, for yourself as well. Because if you're not good, your babies ain't good. And whatever you're doing, your babies are watching you every single day. If you're going to the gym working out, they're watching that. Trust me. It's just becoming better in the journey. And that is not something that happens overnight. That is something that happens step by step, day by day. It's not going to happen in the next 5 seconds or next 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a journey, but it's a beautiful journey, because again, you are becoming this new version. You're not even becoming the old you before you had children. And this is exactly what the Mom Tray Way represents. It's about mothers just rediscovering their value. It's about healing. It's about growth. It's about stepping out of survival mode and just creating that life. You know what I'm saying? That life that includes the peace that you've longed for, the stability and the purpose. And I want to say this too, because I think that a lot of moms feel like they have to erase their dreams. No, you don't. Motherhood does not erase your dreams. Is it hard? Yes. Will your dreams look like they looked before you had kids? No. You can still chase your dreams. You just have to do it differently. So I wanted to put that out there because you can still chase your dreams. Whatever dream you've been sitting on, I want you to go chase it. If it's an unwritten book, whatever it is, go do it. Motherhood is here to expand your story. And let me tell you something, there is still room for growth. There is still room for healing. There is still room for becoming the highest version of yourself while you are raising your babies. And let me say this too. Your journey is not going to look like the next mother's journey. That ain't real. Your path is going to come with different challenges. Let me tell you something. Every time you take a step forward, there is going to be a rock thrown in your path to push you back, and you got to keep going. And growth in that is possible. You know, sometimes the first step is to simply realize your value again. That's really the first step in all of this, is to realize your value and to realize who you are and to make the choice. I'm going to heal. I'm going to heal from the trauma. I'm going to heal from the past. I'm going to grow. I'm going to value my peace. I'm going to get away from situations that no longer align with my life. I am going to be the highest version of myself that I have ever been in my life. So if you are a mother who is healing, if you are a mother who is growing, if you are a mother who is learning to see her value again, then you are exactly where you need to be. This is the Mom Tray Podcast, and this is the Mom Tray Way. And if this conversation resonated with you, make sure you follow the Mom Tray Podcast so you never miss the next conversation.